Oh my god, what am I doing? Hey guys, it is the 1 year anniversary of my channel, and I thought maybe I could do a video, sort of like a year in review of what has happened since I started. I am now at about 13,500 subscribers. I had pretty well, it was very slow at first, and then my recent IQ video got a whole bunch of views, and then a lot more of my other videos got lots of views. I think I've said before on this channel why I started it, which was really to unload about the tension I felt in society and the frustration I felt for people, especially about people speaking on my behalf. And I really felt like I dug into that with this channel and explored a lot of topics that I hadn't really thought of before, coming from somewhere where I'm coming from a place where I just wasn't very aware of my skin color or culture in a racial way. Like it just wasn't tied to that at all in my head. And I learned a lot. I also learned a lot about the people in the US and that there's just a different way of thinking about and speaking about certain topics. There are certain things you're not allowed to say. And I'm never going to be able to erase my background. But I definitely think that doing this channel has opened my eyes to a whole new world when it comes to politics. I also specifically, I think, went down the rabbit hole of American politics. And at first, to me, it wasn't something I thought about. And then it was really weird because I felt like I was caught in between this Democrats this and Republicans that, and mostly that. And people just have this seemingly long and like deep-seated hatred for the other side. And I felt like I sort of joined in the fray because even though I can see how both sides have issues, I also can see or realize it's not really a choice, it's more of uncovering that I am more on one side. And then also thinking, though I can see the issues for both sides, that I am more pissed off at one side than the other. Mainly because I hate how one side claims to be for everybody and like the little man and whatever, and they're really not and are becoming very authoritarian. And I definitely think that can happen on the other side too, but that's what I'm seeing happening, and it definitely drives me a little bit crazy. So I suddenly became very political, even though I really was not before, but I don't mind. It's good to think about the world in this way. I sort of abandoned my art, not just because of making these videos, just because of my ability to do it due to life circumstances. One more thing I want to say is that I started a podcast for my channel. I don't think that I really said that here. You guys can subscribe to it on iTunes. You can also subscribe to it using any app that you would like by finding the feed. I think I put it in the description. I'm starting to put it in all descriptions now. I'm also on a lot of different platforms. I really hope that other platforms take off. There has been a lot of censorship and YouTube is no longer broadcast yourself. I wonder if people even remember that was their slogan, and it's clearly not that anymore, even though that is what built up the platform. It's very sad to see what's happening, but I'm not going to try and resist. Well, I am resisting, but I can see the tide of change coming, and I'm pretty sure they're going to become TV. That's what they want to do. I also, because I feel as if I have really sorted out a lot of my thoughts concerning identity politics, that I want to branch out some more. I said this in one of my videos that was titled, "Should I quit YouTube?" By the way, I almost actually quit YouTube. That was not a joke. I really almost did, and a lot of you guys left comments and gave me a lot of support and made me feel as if I was actually doing something, and that did help me to stay. I can't promise that I will always talk about identity politics, even though I'm pretty sure I will a lot. But I was thinking maybe I could do some more book reviews, things like that, because I think if I only focus on things that piss me off, which there are a lot of, it might drive me crazy. I'm also going to be making videos for a cryptocurrency project. They're a privacy coin called Particle. And maybe some of you guys might be interested in that. I don't think I've said it on the channel yet, But for those of you who watch my video just because you like watching my videos, maybe you should go and check that out as well and learn something new if you don't already know. Excuse me. I don't mean to assume your level of competence when it comes to cryptocurrency. My hopes for this year is to become more consistent in putting out content. I kind of didn't for a bit, even though I have done a lot, and maybe I'm being a bit hard on myself. But I would like to be a bit more consistent and to explore different things intellectually. You know, I see a lot of people, they sort of just stick to one topic and then they talk about it a lot. And I think I do that for a while and then I want to move on. And then it's hard for me to find the exact same passion I had for it when I just began. And maybe that's not a good thing because the more you dig at something, the better you get at it. But I definitely see myself sort of wanting to do other things, you know. Maybe I'll start talking about gender or religion or something else. The only thing I'm sure I want to do is to learn more and then talk about what I'm learning. So I am thinking about doing specifically more book reviews. I don't want to make promises though, because it's kind of just whatever I want to do. This video is supposed to be a year in review. So I made some videos. I really dug into topics that I never knew much about, some of which made me very uncomfortable. And some of which, those ones, I'm just not as uncomfortable anymore, but I understand more how, like I was saying before, people in the US consider these things and don't really want to talk about them. My level of sympathy has not changed when it comes to issues that Black Americans face, that kind of stuff. I still feel the same way about it. However, I think maybe now I'll just like not talk about it as much, even though I still think the same things, because that's what you're supposed to do, I guess. Which is really bad, but you know, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I'm not saying I'll never talk about things, but just even in my regular life, I just feel like I'm now a bit more inclined to just not say anything, even though I really don't like agree or don't feel a certain way. I'll never lie. I'm very bad at lying, but I'll try not to be as obvious about it for my own social safety. Thank you guys for joining me on my journey. I also think that I am not going to be monetizing all of my videos, so please support the channel at justthinkingoutloud.tv/donate. It really does help a lot. I am trying to get help with video editing because it will free up a lot of my time, and that will definitely help me to make more content because sometimes it takes way longer to edit videos than to actually write and record them. That's all I have to say, guys. I hope you guys appreciate this video and it doesn't seem like a waste of time. Bye.